morning. Welcome to another English class. Last class, we were talking about some concepts related to human rights, the concept of citizen, and also if women are allowed to vote in El Salvador. And your answers were very clear. You got a great idea, a huge, perspective of what these things really are. And democracy also was discussed. That throughout democracy, you are able to choose your governors, your rulers, your representatives in this country. And I brought all this up because we're gonna talk about Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony is a very prominent woman that lived in the United States 2 centuries ago. And she struggled against discrimination of gender, because you know that women have suffered a lot of discrimination throughout history. And there's still a struggle to continue fighting against, but at least we have made a lot of advances and women are able to vote. But before to go deep into these subjects or topics, we're gonna play a game. I don't know if you have played this game before. I'm sure you have. It's Scribble You. It's Scribble You. That thing. It consists of drawing. And let me create the room so you might be able to join it. Give me a second. All right, we'll start playing the commercial. I can skip it now. I'm gonna share the link with you, so we might play it along. There you can see it in your chat box. Just in case that if you haven't played it or you don't remember how to play this game, we're gonna be included in a room, in a game room, and each one of us will be given with the opportunity to choose one of 3 words. Then we have to draw using the pointer. You're gonna draw exactly the word, so we, the players, we might guess what word it is. And we get points depending on how fast we do it. And try to write your names, please. When you access to the game, please type your names. That was very easy. Adam. Okay, great. Now, Hene. Which Genesis? Castillo, Hellowick? You do your best, my dear. No idea what that is. Green, so that Marvel character, Green Lantern. Loki. I am not really a Marvel fan, so that's impossible for me to get it. So now Diana. Damn. Well, I have guessed. Leslie. So far, Andrea is the first. She's the leader. Antarctic. What? What is that? No idea what that is. Tower. So we must really use our imaginations to try to guess. Hulk. um, Olaf. No fan of Disney. Okay, now it's my turn. Well, this is a very difficult thing to do. Well, I lost my turn. Well, no, they give me the word. Sorry, guys. The time was up for me, so I have to draw what the computer told me to. Photoshop, digo, shop. Oh, sorry, I had no choice. On page 80. On page 80, we have on women's right to vote by Susan B. Anthony. Like we were discussing yesterday, and a speech is when someone address an audience because they want to express uh, their own conceptions about life or points of view about a particular topic or a particular struggle. And Susan B. Anthony's struggle was, you see, to get the benefit or to obtain the right to vote for women in the United States. And now we're gonna read a little bit about this woman. Just let me share with you part of her biography. Presentations here. There it is. Susan B. Anthony's speech on women's right to vote, 1873, pages 80 and 81. So there you have some personal information about this woman, this very remarkable woman. And maybe my dear Diana Nicole, can you help me reading that slide? Please do. Diana Nicole? Andrea Recinos then?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Andrea.
Um, uh,
Help me, please, with all of this.
la leo.
Please, please.
Okay. Susan Bromlin Anthony, born February 15
Mhm.
in 8020,
Uh-huh.
Adams, Massachusetts. Died March 30 in... Ay, los años me cuestan.
13. The year in double digits. 1906.
1906. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you. She devoted her life to women's suffrage and appearing every Congress from 18, ay,
69. 69.
1869 to 1960
Uh-huh.
to ask for a suffrage amendment to be passed.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Andrea. So, as you can see, Susan was born in February 15, 1820. Oh, that was 201 years ago in Adams, Massachusetts, in the United States, of course. And she was devoted of most of her life to women's rights. Unfortunately, she died before that was possible because the amendment are the laws that the governments approve in any nation. So she couldn't see her dream come a reality since she died before women were able to vote, but they remember her and they commemorate a particular day in the name. or in behalf of Susan B. Anthony or Brownell Anthony. When she was a child, let me see, I need two people to help me out with this. Celeste Gonzalez. Celeste, not in the class. Diego Espinosa.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Diego. You're gonna help me with the first paragraph and with the second one, Emily, if you're there, Emily Lopez.
Yeah, teacher.
Hello, Emmy. Help me with the second paragraph, please.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna try.
You read first, Diego.
The second oldest of 8 children to local cotton mill owner and his wife. Only 5 of Susan B. Anthony's siblings lived to be adults. Only child was stillborn, and another died at age 2.
Thank you. Emmy?
Anthony grew up in a Quaker family and developed a strong moral compass early on, spending much of her life working on social cause. In
18.
1826,
Mhm.
the Anthony family moved to Battenville,
Mhm.
Battenville, New York. Around this time, Anthony was sent to study at a Quaker school near Philadelphia.
Thank you so much. So as you can see, she has been a fighter since she was a little kid. Her siblings died very young when they were just kids. Says that one of her, it doesn't specify if it was a sister or a brother that died at the age of 2, but she survived. She survived. And so that really proved that she was a fighter since she was very little. Then she grew up in a Quaker family. I don't know if you have seen those Quaker boxes of cereal or oat, uh, and you see an old man with white long hair and a very weird hat. So those are Quakers. Quakers are a religious group of people. It's like a religion. So those people that escape from Europe because they had to establish their own religion and they travel here to America. And she belonged to one of those families. So she was religious, and that's why she also was able to develop moral values, and she helped with social causes all of her life until she got involved in her fight for women's voter rights. After her father's business failed, so they live a very difficult economical situation in 1830 or in the 1830s. She has to return to help her family. She found a work. She found a work as teacher. They moved to a farm in Rochester, New York area in the middle 1840s. So she worked as teacher because she gotta help her family because they were facing difficult situations since his father business failed. Okay, and this information is very important for you to remember. Um, Genesis Castillo.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Genesis. Help me please with this paragraph, please.
Yes. She served as the president of the National Woman Suffrage Association from
18.
1892
Mhm.
until
1900.
1900. In early opposition and abuse, Anthony, who never married, was aggressive but also compassionate by nature. She remained active until her death in 1906 at the age of 186.
86. Thank you very much. So she was the president. She was named the president of the National Woman Suffrage Association. Suffrage is vote. See, like we said in Spanish, right? Sufragio is a synonym for vote. From the years of 1892 until 1900. And she died at the age of 86. Then there is a question that you need to remember because it's possible that it comes in the test. If I ask you, why is she most remembered for? Why is Susan B. Anthony's most remembered for? And that answer is very simple. She was the leader for the advocacy for women's voting rights. And she also was the founder that she preceded as president. So that's why she was the president, because she founded that association. So then we have some exercises in your book, but we're going to listen her speech before. Just give me 1 sec while I get the audio ready. Hold on a second, please.
And hold office. The only question left to be settled now is, are women persons? And I hardly believe any of our opponents will have the hardihood to say they are not. Being persons, then, women are citizens, and no state has a right to make any law or to enforce any old law that shall abridge their privileges or immunities. Hence, every discrimination against women in the constitutions and laws of the several states is today null and void, precisely as is every one against Negroes.
Okay, so those were Susan B. Anthony's words. Um, like I said previously, a speech is a way of express your ideas. It's a way that you have to speak up for a particular cause. In this case, this woman was struggling for women's rights, for voting to be precise. There have been many other remarkable characters throughout history who has also delivered some similar speeches, like Martin Luther King Jr., who was against racism in the United States. Because remember that some minorities have been also being discriminated for different groups of power in society. People who is in control, they want to segregate these minorities. Sometimes, like also Hitler did with the Jew, they want to exterminate a whole race, a whole gender, a whole group of people that they hate for different reasons, for religious reasons, for race, for gender in this case, and so on. Now we're gonna see some exercises in the book that I want you to work out. Those are on page 80, 82, and 83. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna zoom this so you can see it better. Wait a sec. Here, connect to the reading. This is something that we did yesterday. Explain the keywords and phrases underlined. Yesterday you defined what citizen was, human rights. Well, the whole people is the population, democracy, women subjects, and if women are citizens. We have already discussed this. What I want you to do now is answer these questions. The following questions in complete sentences. You might look for some help on the internet, just in case that you have some doubts related to some things, to certain things. Please, you can do it in your notebook or in another separate piece of paper because there's not enough space for the answers here. They all are related to women's struggle for voting and analyzing some of the B. Anthony's points of view. And there's also here some explanation about what point of view is, or POV. So that is most famous, the acronym POV is your point of view, your perspective. So please, in 15, let me see how many questions are there. Well, no, I think that you need more than 15 minutes to work with this. In 20 minutes, you will have 20 minutes to answer those questions in a piece of paper or in a notebook. Okay, take your time and work, please. Okay, in the last part of page 83, you have evaluated the reading. Choose the right answer for every sentence. Anthony's thesis states that women are citizens as well. And as citizens, they have the same rights as every other individual in the nation, in the American nation. And in letter B, the term oligarchy of sex refers to a group of people controlling another group because of their sex. That is gender discrimination. So the answers is, in this case, the last one, and letter A, the last one. And also, I hope that you have read at the point of view. It's like when you express your ideas about different topics. Okay, we're gonna stop here, and we have already finished Susan B. Anthony's lesson. Thank you very much, guys, for being here, and see you next week. Be well. Have a nice morning.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye bye.